Hi friends, how are you? In this video clip, I am going to brief you on that dyeing, textile dyeing part, textile chemistry. See friends, already I have covered most of the dyes, brief explanation on the most of the dyes in my channel, Guruvira Textile and Fashion Technology channel. I observed one dye and still more dyes are missed to take class in the videos. So in this video, I am taking disperse dyes. Disperse dyes is one of the class of the dyes used for dyeing textile fabrics and also printing of the fabrics. Friends, see, you know, in textile dyeing, dyes are classified based on the fibers. Based on the fibers they dye, capable of dyeing a particular fiber. For cellulosic content fibers like cotton, linen and other things, separate dyes are there. Direct dyes, wet dyes, reactive dyes. And for silk fiber materials or wool fiber materials, that is different class of dyes, that is acid dyes are there. Example I am saying. So like that, different natural fibers, man-made fibers, regenerated fibers. So based on the chemical substance present in the fiber, the dyes are discovered, identified. So you know friends, polyester is one of the popular and developed long back as a man-made fiber. Okay, this fiber cannot be dyed by direct dyes or wet dyes or any indigo dyes and other things. But polyester, this polyethylene terephthalate content, the polymer chemistry, require special dye prepared particularly for this type of fiber, polyester fiber. Not only polyester, even disperse dyes are used for, see already in this content, actually in this the note is there, no? You can take note, pause the video and take the screenshot of this video. Okay, now see in this video, see here, what are the fibers the disperse dyes used to dye what type of fibers? Polyester, polyamide, acetate, acrylic, etc. Okay, na? Polyester, polyamide. Polyamide means nylon fiber, acetate, acrylic, other things are there. Friends, actually this disperse dyes, the history says in the textile books, chemistry books, history says actually disperse dyes discovered, innovated not to dye polyester fibers. It is discovered to dye acetate fibers. Acetate. Acetate is not a 100% man-made fiber. It is a regenerated fibers like viscose rayon. It is regenerated fibers like tencel. This acetate, to dye acetate fibers, disperse dyes have innovated. Later on, it is used for polished fibers. You know, one video class I released few months back on acetate fiber. The application of acetate fibers are very few compared to other fibers. So that is limitation is there to use acetate fibers. So I'll come to the point. Main now in this 21st century, polyester fiber is very popular to get dyed by the disperse dyes. One question I'm putting here that compared to other class of dyes, direct dyes, bad dyes, acid dyes, sulfur dyes, reactor dyes and other things, disperse dyes are banned. Globally disperse dyes are banned to dye. I am saying not all kinds of disperse dyes. One point I am saying disperse dye is popularly used to dye polyester fibers. Other side I am saying it is banned. Now see friends, in disperse dyes are not one type or two types. Many types of dyes are there. Means the chemical content of the disperse dyes are many. The chemical groups content are many. Most of the dyes, some brand of disperse dyes, some disperse dyes having some chemicals, those are all toxic in nature, hazardous to human health and environmentals. So those chemical containing, those content dyes only disperse, only banned. See here, polyester, see here, 50% dyes, how dyes are made? 50% of dispersed dyes contain azo compounds. Now whatever available is there in the market, in the present market, whatever our dyes are available there, in those 50% of dyes are made contain azo compounds, monoazo compound. Then 25% of dispersed dyes contain anthraquinonoid. Anthraquinonoid. Okay, na? And rest 25% of dispersed dyes contain methane, nitro, naphthoquinone dyes, etc. Okay, na? The dispersed dyes which are used in the dyeing units, okay, dyeing factory, now those are all safer side is there. But the dispersed dyes which are containing the toxic materials content, those are all bad, that cannot be used to dye. Okay, so don't think that total dispersed dyes are banned. So it's required. So now friends, now we'll come to the simple story. We can study dispersed dyes, not only dispersed, any chemistry is there. No, chemistry is this in-depth study is required. So for one class, I'm covering here. This is dispersed dye. Okay, this is non-ionic in nature. Non-ionic in nature. What is made by non-ionic in nature? See, acid dyes, basic dyes. See, whatever the affinity taken place while dyeing in the dyeing machine, two materials are there. One is dye material, colorant, and one is fiber, which is going to absorb these two. There should be affinity between the colorant material and the fiber surface or fiber molecules. If affinity is not there, then dye will not take place. How to create affinity? The That is the base to make class of dyes. For cotton cellulose material, fat dyes, direct dyes, reactive dyes are used. So direct affinity will be there, attraction. So dye will absorb the fiber. But in case of reactive dyes, I will come to reactive dyes is also used for not only cotton, even for other materials are used. So in case of reactive dyes, the affinity between the fiber and the color material means color dye molecules and fiber molecules taken affinity between these two materials taken place by chemical bonding. Chemical bonding, chemical reaction. Chemical reaction is performed by the dyes. Chemical reaction is taken place to build bonding between the colorant and the fiber. For that case, reactive dyes. In case of wool, in case of silk, the affinity between the wool fiber molecules and dye molecules taken place not by chemical reaction, not by attraction, simple attraction, but ionization. Anion and cation. You know in the chemistry, anion and cation. Ionization. Okay. So that is based on ionization, ionic in nature. Acid dyes, basic dyes are ionic in nature. But this dispersed dyes is not a ionic nature, non-ionic nature. Here no anion or cation is there. See, this is one. Second point, partially soluble in water. Here I am known the absence of solubility, solubilizing groups. These 2 points. Partially soluble in water. The dyes available in the market, dispersed dyes in 2 forms. One is in powder form and second one is in liquid form. Okay, whatever the form taken for dye, it will not solubilize, it will not mix it with the water, soluble in water, like sugar in milk, like salt in water. This will not take place when dye in water, dye bath. Soluble, partial solubility means some amount, partial solubility, some amount will soluble, but it will completely not soluble. To dye a material, to get even dyeing, okay, all 100% of the dye should be mixed, 100% mixed thoroughly in the dye liquid. Okay, now, okay. That is solubilization. Solubilization is not possible. If you take powder of the dye dispersed dye and put in the water or dye bath, sugar dye or which dye, whatever, nothing will matter. Extra something is required. Helper is required, agent is required. That I will come to the point. So understand, this is not non-ionic nature and non-soluble because this dispersed dyes chemistry, chemical dispersed dyes chemistry groups are, solubilizing groups are not there. Solubilizing groups are not there. That is why these are not soluble. Mostly applied for hydrophobic fiber material. Remember, keep in point, dispersed dyes used to apply hydrophobic materials. What is hydrophobic? What is hydrophilic? The difference between hydrophilic and hydrophobic. Okay now, hydrophilic and hydrophobic. Hydrophilic means the material which absorbs water, that material is called hydrophilic. The material which repels water, that is called hydrophobic. Polyester, surface of the polyester repels water. Water repellent, waterproof. Okay na? So most of the material which are in hydrophobic nature means water will not get it inside in the material. For such materials, this dispersed dyes are used. No 15 minutes more. Okay, next. This I told. Already told in the market 40 to 60%, 40 to 60% of the market is available. So content of the dispersing agent. Okay. Now I told you in the market dispersed dyes are available in powder form and liquid form. And in that powder, don't think that all 1 kg, suppose 1 kg of powder is there, all 1 kg of powder does not contain all dispersing agents. Dispersing agent, that 1 kg does not contain 100% 1 kg of dispersing agent, that is colorant. Only 40 to 60% of that powder containing dispersing agent. 40 to 60% only. Rest other things are there. Okay. Other things means that dyeing peoples, you know, the marketing peoples, they know. That is required. But in case of liquid form, only 10 to 30% of dispersing agent will be there, coloring matters. Okay, now 40 to 60% in powder and 10 to 30% in liquid materials. Friends, hope you are understanding. Okay, now see, and also I already told in the first starting of this video only, dispersed dyes are not only used for only dyeing, it is also used as a pigment to print fabrics, okay, in different designs. Friends, now this is one more. This is about the introduction of the dispersed dyes. Now I will close this video. Now 17 minutes video is over. Now I am closing. Part 2 I will come the chemistry part in the next video. Okay, and also I will take this video in Hindi language also. Okay, please subscribe to our channel Guruvira Textile and Fashion Technology. Please share with your friends. Okay, click the icon bell for the notifications. Thank you so much.